All right, AJT Jungle. I'm going to do a quick recap of the morning before we get into our trader mindset segment today. And our segment today really is one of the most dangerous trader traps, if not the most dangerous trader trap.
WYSA more highs now $4.32.
Uh
Up
oh.
140%.
I gotta mute my boy. He's talking too much. He starts talking when I start talking. Other than that, he's quiet. All right, so and the what I feel the most dangerous trader trap is not being able to accept a loss, not being able to accept when something doesn't work out right, even though you did exactly what you wanted to do. You just could not accept um, the results, and it's a trap that we get in. And what it does is that's what causes us to continue to make changes and to do things differently every time where we're not consistent and we're not able to come in every day and be the constant variable in our trading. And that's exactly what we have to do. But we're going to talk more about that in our art of taking a loss segment. So that's coming up in a minute. We're going to go ahead and just recap the trades from this morning. Tesla, I had some shares left from yesterday, from it selling off yesterday. This thing just kind of stair stepped down yesterday all day, after the gap up. And typically, all of the stocks we saw gapped up into resistance. It gapped up into resistance. There was a bunch of sellers there, ready to short at that particular level or area. And, it just provided for some big short opportunities. But we left some on overnight. I was able to add to this once we, took out the pre-market low. And then once we took out the 5-minute opening range low, I added to it again. So our first target, even though we got somewhat of a base hit here, this was a pretty significant base hit. This was like these base hits that you could get the third base on. So it was pretty decent. Then ended up stopping out here once we started reclaiming all of this. It seemed like we made a base on this LRC, and once that happened, it was time for me to lock in the rest of this profit. So turned out to be a really, really decent trade. And the other trade was NVDA, and we kind of waited until NVIDIA took out the pre-market high and the 5-minute opening range high, which is right here. Gotta make it where we can see it. Right here. So we got it on the break of that and was able to get a couple of profit targets here. I was looking for 880 because I thought we would kind of break over the 5-day moving average here. That's what this is. I thought we would kind of flash over it up to around 880, and I could take profit and just watch it fall back. But it didn't quite do that. The 5-day actually stuffed it. There was a big supply of sellers sitting here and kind of brought it back down. So decent resistance level there. It's trying to work its way back up. The market's trying to recover. So we'll see, coming out of lunch, are we going to have another opportunity? Is this going to be the dip in the market getting bought up today? We don't know. But we look for these opportunities. And I look for the clean opportunities. I don't like trading inside, prison walls. So I'm looking for a clean trades here. But that's our morning. It's pretty good. Be ready to jump back in here in a little bit to see if we're gonna have anything coming this afternoon. But I'll be back here in a couple minutes, and then we'll get started with our trader mindset.